I was broke, depressed, ready to quit. Then my grandmother said 7 words that changed everything. I didn't hear those words in some perfectly lit studio moment. I heard them sitting alone in my tiny apartment, the kind where the silence is so loud it almost hums. The only light in the room came from my laptop screen, reflecting my own tired face back at me. My bank account was open in one tab, my YouTube analytics in another. Both were telling me the same story: you are failing. It was December 2025. I had 47 subscribers. Not 47,000. Not even 470. Just 47. Zero income from YouTube. Not very little. Zero. Every upload felt like screaming into a deep well and hearing nothing but my own echo come back. My family thought I was wasting my life. They didn't say it directly at first, but if you grew up in a Nigerian family, you know how it starts. The questions come softly. So, how is that your YouTube thing? Are you still doing it? Have you applied for any proper jobs? Then the tone changes. In the family group chat, the messages began to land like small, sharp stones. When will you get a real job? This YouTube thing isn't working. You're embarrassing the family. At first, I laughed it off. I replied with jokes, with fake confidence, with screenshots of plans I was supposedly working on. But the more they said it, the deeper it sank. Every day, the same questions circled my mind like a vulture. When are you going to stop playing and do something serious? And if I'm being honest, I was starting to believe them. Friends stopped calling. I stopped picking calls too, because I didn't want to answer, "How far now?" I avoided social media. I avoided gatherings. It felt like every time I stepped outside, the whole world could see the word failure written on my forehead. One night, after yet another video went live and barely crawled past 23 views, I just sat there staring at the screen. No new comments, no new subscribers. I refreshed the page like an addict, hoping the numbers would magically jump. They didn't. My chest felt heavy. Not sadness, shame. Shame is heavier than sadness because it doesn't just say, "Things are bad." It whispers, "You are bad." I closed my laptop, turned off the lights, sat in the dark with my head in my hands. Thoughts came that I didn't want to admit out loud. Maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not meant for this. Maybe I'm just not good enough. And then, almost without thinking, my hand reached for my phone. I didn't scroll Instagram. I didn't open YouTube Studio again. I went to my contacts and hovered over one name: Grandma Lagos. I didn't call her for advice. I didn't call expecting motivation. I just needed to hear a kind voice. The kind that doesn't ask about CVs, salaries, or life plans. The kind that still calls you my child, not like a failure, but like someone who is still becoming. I took a deep breath and pressed call. The phone rang once, twice, 3 times. Then, her voice came through, warm, slightly crackly, like an old radio that somehow always finds the right frequency. "My child, how are you?" I said I was fine. She didn't believe me. Grandmothers never do. After a little small talk, she went quiet. Then she said a sentence I had heard before, but never really listened to. "A child with good character, the world will support." I almost got angry. In my head, I was shouting, "Grandma, what are you saying? I have good character. I work hard. I'm honest. I don't cheat. I don't scam. I respect people. So where is this world you're talking about?" Out loud, I said, "Grandma, I'm trying. I post videos. I research. I edit. But look at me, no money, no growth. Where's the support?" She laughed, not mockingly, just that soft, knowing laugh of someone who has lived long enough to see patterns you haven't yet noticed. Then she explained, "Good character isn't about being nice," she said. "It's about being consistent." Her voice shifted into that storytelling tone elders use when they're about to give you something precious. "A farmer who plants one seed and expects immediate harvest will starve," she said. "But the farmer who plants every day, even when nothing grows, the world rewards that patience." In my mind, I saw it clearly. A skinny farmer standing in a dry field, the sun burning his neck, the soil stubborn and cracked. Day after day, He presses seeds into the ground. For weeks, nothing happens. No green, no sprouts, just sweat and dry earth. Most people would quit. They'd blame the land, the weather, bad luck. But this farmer keeps returning, planting, watering, tending, talking to empty ground as if something is listening. My grandmother was saying, that is good character. Not one dramatic act, not one emotional prayer, not one viral video. Character is what you do repeatedly when nobody claps, when nobody cares, when the field looks empty and foolish. The image shifted in my head. The farmer's field became my YouTube dashboard. The empty soil became videos with 12 views, 8 views, 23 views. The seeds were my uploads. The sweat was me editing at 1 a.m. for almost nobody. I thought I understood hard work, but my definition of character was shallow. I thought being good was enough. My grandmother was telling me something else. She wasn't telling me to be patient. She was telling me to be relentless. Good character, she said, means showing up when nobody's watching, when quitting would make sense. Then she said the sentence that broke me. The world doesn't support you when you succeed. The world supports you because you didn't quit when you failed. I cried, not loudly, just quiet tears, the kind that come when someone finally names the truth you couldn't explain. All this time, I thought support came at the finish line. But what if the world is watching the whole time, taking notes while you keep planting seeds into empty ground? January 2026 arrived. Nothing magical happened. Fireworks faded. People posted New Year, New Me. But I had that proverb sitting heavy in my chest. A child with good character, the world will support. I looked at my channel like a farmer looks at his field. I asked myself, if my life is a farm, what's my daily seed? I realized something important. The seed had to be small. If it was too big, I'd only do it when motivated, and motivation is unreliable. So I made a rule, 1 video per week. Minimum, no matter what. No announcement, no big speech. I just started planting, week after week. Some videos got 30 views. Some got 17. Sometimes only 1 comment. From the outside, nothing changed. But inside, something did. I was building the kind of character my grandmother meant, the kind that refuses to break. Then, quietly, the world noticed. One ordinary day, I uploaded video number 47. Nothing special. Same effort. Same setup. But this time, something happened. The views climbed. Slowly. Then faster. 100. 500. 1,000. January 2026 was the month the algorithm noticed me. That video wasn't better, it was later. By the end of 11 months, I had gone from 47 subscribers to 391. Not luck, not a fluke. Seeds. My family changed too. The same people who doubted me started sharing my videos, introducing me as the YouTuber. The world didn't support talent. It supported character. Nigerian proverbs aren't decoration. They're survival codes. The universe rewards those who refuse to break. So define your daily seed. One small thing you can do even on your worst day. Plant it, publicly, relentlessly, because the world is watching. And in the end, it rewards character, not talent.